Our expectation is that the labor market is still going to be pretty tight in 2020. So I encourage businesses to find those quality workers, keep those workers, do everything you can to keep those workers then once you do indeed find them. Secondly, know your vulnerabilities. Things could change. I mean, right now we are expecting that economic growth will continue here in the Metro Denver region, here in Colorado, but know what your vulnerabilities are. Know what you need to be keeping tabs on so that you are aware when conditions change. And third, and this is more towards everybody than just businesses, but get out there, spend some money. Consumer activity represents 70% of our economic activity, so our confidence levels, whether that be business confidence or consumer confidence, is really critical to keeping our economy moving forward.
The three most important things businesses should do this year: first off, they shouldn't panic. Secondly, avoid what's going on with politics and the presidency. And the third one is they need to continue to focus on a strong consumer. So let's start with the consumer for a second. The consumer makes up about 70% of GDP. That's a good thing, right? If you look at housing starts, they're at 13-year highs. These are pinnings that suggest to us this economy is really strong, led by a healthy consumer. You talk about presidency for a second. There are people that missed out on massive gains under President Obama. There are people that missed out on massive gains under President Trump. Do not let your politics get in the way of your investment or your business decisions. You can go back in history. We've had bull markets, bear markets under all different types of presidents. The bottom line is the economy continues to look pretty strong here. And don't panic. This is a 10.5-year economic cycle of growth, 10-year bull market. A lot of people are worried, and there's always something to be scared of. But don't forget, we've only been growing about 2.5% during this cycle of growth. To us, that suggests that this cycle indeed can potentially have several more years. You tend to see booms and busts booms at the end of economic cycles. When we look at things like GDP, we're not seeing those booms. And that again suggests this cycle can continue to go maybe 2.5%, but for several more years maybe.
I think that even though the economy is solid and the news is positive, that businesses still really need to pay attention to the future. They need to make sure their core operating dynamics are solid. They need to make sure that they don't over leverage their enterprises. But probably the most important thing is to anticipate the future. We've seen so much disruption in the marketplace from Amazon and these other big technology companies. If people don't really look at how their business could be disrupted by the economy or by technology, they're going to miss market opportunities and really risk the business. So keep focused on core fundamentals, but anticipate the future and make sure you're ready for any kind of disruption that might be down the road.